Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with Jarmitlin. I'm Jarmitlin. It's my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's 46th anniversary show. Really fun show. I mean, I can't say anything necessarily shocking happened here, maybe except one title change, but it was a fun show. Of course, it's great to see how New Japan has been able to rise back up after, I don't want to say falling on its ass a number of years ago, but it did hit a lull period. And it has done pretty well since then. And, of course, it did great in the 80s and 90s, and especially since starting in 1972. So, yeah, a short video package highlighting the varied history of some of the people, including Antonio Inoki. And just, there's been a lot of really, really good Japanese wrestlers for a number of years. It would be a list that I don't think I'd be able to do. Talking about, say the 25 or 50 greatest Japanese wrestlers ever, because do you factor just men or do you factor just women? Anyway, good card. And we start off with, I do want to say, by the way, that this was really just, a couple of these matches were kind of hyped for the New Japan Cup. It did plug that a whole lot. That's going to start March 9th. I will review all the shows that I can, depending on work and depending on, depending on sleep. I will review all that I can. I may not be able to review the March 12th episode, since I'm, at this time, not sure how long it's going to be. If it's only going to be, say, 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, I might be able to, because then I got to go to work. But, who knows. Anyway, really excited for the New Japan Cup. This show, Yugi Nagata, and forgive me, I wrote down the Young Lions' names. And I wrote them down as I saw them, so I might screw up some of these. But, Narita, Yagi, Umino, and Oka. And I've seen a couple of those Young Lions before on previous cards. And Nagata was a perfect captain for this team. He's truly, truly one of the all-time greats. And the Young Lions had a good showing here, despite the limited moveset that they were are made to use until they learn and gain the respect of the elders and everything. So, good stuff. And of course, Nagata, even at his age, doing so well. Versus Jushin Thunder Liger. I'm going to be a mess when Jushin Thunder Liger retires from wrestling. I know it's coming. May come this year. It may come sometime next year. I'm not sure exactly when he's going to retire. I do remember at one point it was either in early 2017 or maybe even in 2016 that he said he probably only had about 5 years left, or he's going to retire within the next 5 years. So if that's the case, then we probably have him till about 2019. Maybe 2020. But Liger, one of the greatest of all time, and he teamed with Tiger Mask, Kushida, Taguchi, and Tenzan. Good match. Lots of kicks for days, kicks for months. Great stuff. Great stuff as far as fun. Not the greatest match ever. It didn't need to be. It was a way to warm up the crowd, way to give the Young Lions some attention and some experience. And of course, you had plenty of young guns, on Liger's team, and some great veterans. And it was good stuff. It was enjoyable. Liger's team wins. Cool. And then we go to another multi-man tag match. Juice Robinson debuting a new look. It's better than the tights he had before. But Juice Robinson, David Finlay, and Hanare. Love Hanare. Think Hanare is going to do very well in the coming years. Versus Yano, Tomohiro Ishii, and Goto. Yano's tights were drowning out the English commentary. It was weird. But anyway, no, they were just really loud. Goto has really done very well the past few months, especially after shockingly beating Suzuki, which set Suzuki off on a warpath. Murder Grandpa is mad. That's a nickname that a couple friends of mine, well, especially one friend of mine, New Patriot 77 on Twitter, and I have come up with. It's just because it fits. Suzuki, I wouldn't want to piss the guy off. I wouldn't want to piss any of these guys off, quite frankly. But new look for Juice Robinson, as I said. Ishii and Hanare just hammering each other. My God, just hammering each other. I don't know why you'd pick a fight with Ishii, but hey, Hanare stuff also. GTR for the win. Goto gets the pin. Certainly nobody looked weak. David Finlay did. Maybe my brain just stroked off, but I don't remember David Finlay doing. I'm not saying he didn't do anything in this match. I don't remember anything of note really happening from him. But David Finlay is really good in the ring, and I'm sure making his father proud. Of course, his father Fit Finlay. Or David Finlay, whatever you want to say. I mean, it's like Fit, David, Guy's scary. Scary good, though. But that tag match out of the way. So, Goto gets a win for his team. And then Roppongi 3K with Rocky Romero versus El Desperado and Kanemura. Again, I write them down kind of how... I try to write them down how they sound. Kind of screwed that up. Versus Bushi and Hiromu. Now, I'm not screwing that name up again. Because, one, I love Hiromu. Guy's great. And I felt so bad when I screwed that up in a previous review. I don't know what it was. I think it was about a month ago that I did that. Anyway, 3-way for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. They focused on the back, like people focused on the back of Sho, which was previously injured, or maybe he's legit dealing with an injury. At Wrestle Kingdom 12 against Young Bucks. Young Bucks weren't on the show, by the way. Though good luck to Young Bucks and Cody trying to draw 10 to 11,000 people at the Allstate Arena in Chicago. Good luck on that. No, seriously, I actually hope they can do it. I want to see more, smaller promotions rise up and be able to draw crowds. Anyway, Desperado and Kanemura kind of stayed outside, and they were like, nah, we're just going to sit here. And then they tried to get in the ring, they got beat up. And it was good stuff. It was a good match. I mean, it looked like Hiromu and Bushi were going to get the win. And they didn't. Kanemura spit in the alcohol in the eyes. And then after the mist that Bushi had sprayed previously in Sho's eyes, 1, 2, 3. And Suzuki-gun gets the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. I'm not sure what they're doing with Roppongi 3K. I like the gimmick, and I think the guys are really, really good. It's like they had the titles in the Wrestle Kingdom, lost them to Young Bucks, and won them back 3 weeks later, and now they've lost them, and it was like 5 weeks later? Now, that's not to say they couldn't win them again, but you just had the Young Bucks become 7-time champions. Do you really want Roppongi to be 3-time champions in 6 months? Hot potatoing titles doesn't really work in any promotion. I don't care who you are. Who knows? Maybe Roppongi goes and... I'm not going to say goes their separate ways. Who knows? Maybe they move up to the heavyweight division. No clue. Good match, though. And Desperado and Kanemura getting the Kanemura. I'm just going to go with that. Might just start writing down his first name just so I don't screw that up. Good stuff. And new champions, so I can't wait to see where they go. And it did pick up towards the end, though. It was if for any reason your brain kind of lulls during the beginning parts of this match, not that it was boring, it really does pick up at the end. And then you go to Yoshihashi versus Sanada. It was well wrestled, obviously. These are two great wrestlers. Sanada especially. The guy is he kind of reminds me of British Bulldog in this sense. Bulldog was so good he could coast and make it look, make it look great. And that's how great Sanada is. And Impact really screwed up by not using him a little better or a lot better. Using better than Okada though. So good stuff. Due to Evil's injury, this one unfortunately not a tag match. Hopefully Evil recovers. I believe he has a fractured or even broken orbital bone or orbital socket, so hopefully he's okay. Of course, orbital on the eye, the more you know. It was good stuff, good exchanges. But forgive me if I look at my notes. There was Sanada had his neck focused on by Yoshi, not Mario's Yoshi, and Sanada focused on the injured shoulder of Yoshi, again, not Mario's Yoshi. And there were submission exchanges at the end. Look, it's could it go either way? I didn't think Yoshihashi would get the win, but I was like, maybe. But, of course, after using Skull End for a bit, then he decides, okay, wait, he's choked out. Moonsault, 1, 2, 3. Sanada gets the win. Good stuff. One of the best wrestle matches on the card. New Japan, even if it's just a B show, like a B grade, these always deliver at least some good matches. Some good to great matches. Just because of the pacing of it and everything. Then, of course, you go with Tachi versus Naito. Miho is fucking lovely. My goodness, she is lovely. She looked great. And Tachi actually, this is probably the best he's looked in a while. He powerbombed Naito on the stage, the entranceway. Naito makes his comeback, of course, starting to show a little more anger, a little less tranquilo. Which I think was nice storytelling. He wasn't able to beat Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. Jericho attacked him at New Year's Dash, which I think is going to lead to Naito being attacked by Jericho during the New Japan Cup. And it will probably happen on the show that I'll end up missing, which is fine, whatever. I mean, I hope everybody enjoys it. But some dueling chants, there were some Taichi chants. And people were starting to respect him, basically because of his efforts in the ring. And it was good stuff. They have really good chemistry. I'd be fine with a full-fledged feud. You gotta make it over a title, though. But I'd be fine with a full-fledged feud between these guys. I think you could have some really. I think there's some really good chemistry and really good possibilities here. Again, Miho, absolutely lovely. Taka got thrown to the guardrail at one point because Naito's just like, well, I'm just gonna be this way. Throws the ref into Taka, who hits the guardrail. Breaks the mic stand, Taichi's mic stand over him. Tachi's mic stand. And whew, that was something else. And then of course Destino for the win, cool. And I guess Taka ends up. See, I don't speak Japanese, so I just have to go based on either what the English commentary said or if anybody retweets something about translating what Japanese wrestlers say. I guess Taka warned Naito about Zack Sabre Jr. I mean, I know that Taka can speak English, but obviously since, where he is, why speak English? Why not speak his native language? So, still, good. It's good stuff. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good psychology. It helped Tachi arrive, show that he's not just a gimmick. He actually can wrestle. And Naito, of course, shown a little bit of fractures by being maybe a little more frustrated that he didn't beat Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 12. And then a Ray vignette where he says he's going to be at the March 25th show, but isn't he injured? I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's so far nobody really knows, and as of this recording, nobody really knows if he's actually injured. Hopefully, it's actually nothing serious, and he can face Liger. I'm not saying necessarily that him versus Liger is the biggest money match. It was great at Starrcade 96. And both guys will certainly pull out great moves. But if for any reason Ray can't wrestle, they can find a suitable replacement. I think they could. I don't know who they would find, but they could find somebody. And then we go to Makabe versus Minoru Suzuki. Murder Grandpa is here, and oh, sweet Jesus. It wasn't obviously as good as his match with Tanahashi, which to me is a top 10 match of the year. That's my personal opinion. And I'm talking as far as matches across all promotions, especially in WWE. I'll put Tanahashi versus Suzuki up against anything WWE's done this year so far, and you tell me that it's not better. Or at least equal to most of the matches. Because it was great psychology with Suzuki. And by the way, check out, my New Day and Sapporo reviews. Or, New Beginning and Sapporo, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed those shows. But anyway, going back to during the match. It's during the opening minutes. Makabe is kind of against the post. He has got his legs against the post. Suzuki's just I'm just going to grab a chair. The ref, Red Shoes, tries to take away the chair from Suzuki. Do you want to die, Red Shoes? Because angry in Suzuki is how you die. Seriously, he just shoved him out of the way. Suzuki, while stiff, is safe. Because he obviously respects, the people he's in the ring with, even if he's playing up the gimmick that he doesn't. But yeah, Red Shoes gets tossed around. Crowd was behind Makabe. Really behind him. And Suzuki's great. And he focused on the knee. And that was good stuff. And that's a great thing to do where it's okay, he takes his punishment. and he likes it, but then he could just take out the knee, and then he's just like he like a friggin' lion. I mean, I don't know lions to target knees, but like targeting wounded prey is where I was going with it. And of course, Suzuki gets the win, as he should have. There was no reason for him not to get the win. And I'm not really sure what Suzuki said afterwards. I mean, he made the crowd laugh. I don't know if they were laughing out of fear. I'd laugh at his jokes so I don't get hurt. But, again, I don't really know what Suzuki said. I know that he said, "Oh, I'm the champion." Which, yes, and he will probably hold that for a damn long time. I don't think Tanahashi's taking that back from him. I thought he might have, maybe back like a month ago, that they might be building that. I don't know. I mean, they might have to, come up with another challenger. But, good match. I mean, there was no doubt Suzuki was going to win, though. Makabe didn't look weak. In fact, he hit some pretty damn good moves during it. And then Okada versus Ospreay, champion versus champion. I gotta be honest. I liked it. I actually really liked parts of it. And Ospreay looked good, but this was almost a wash for Okada. I mean, Okada just... I'm not going to say Okada brutalized him. I mean, it's obvious that both men were working really, really hard, but to me, there was no danger of Okada ever losing. And the title wasn't on the line, so you're telling me Okada tasting defeat here wouldn't have been, something good? No way that Ospreay is going to beat him, though. No way. And it did have a big fight feel. Big bite feel. It's kind of gross. Crowd loves it. The crowd did love the match. And don't get me wrong, I loved a lot of spots in the match, too. I just feel like for what I was expecting from it, I'm like, but had some really, really good high spots. Okada focused on the neck of Ospreay, which I guess is apparently it's given him problems. I studied up a little bit on. It's given him some problems, and that's a shame. Ospreay's a really, really good wrestler. Feeling however people want about him personally, he's a really good wrestler. And it was good. It was good. I mean, Ospreay hit some damn good moves. Is a really, really good high flyer. Okada, great precision with the drop kick. And great precision in general. The guy is really smooth in the ring. I do kind of hope that he loses the title at the April 1st show. I don't think he will. It depends on who wins the New Japan Cup. I mean, I'll be interested to see that because I think the finals are on the 21st. So I'll be interested to see who the finals are. If it's Naito, I want Naito to beat him. I don't know if it will be, though. Anyway, it was a nice show of respect at the end after Okada hit a Rainmaker, get the win. Okada offered a hand. Ospreay shoved it away and just decided to hug him. Nice show of respect. Really, really cool. Okada cut a promo afterwards. And I guess he talked about the anniversary, thanking the fans, stuff like that, saying that Ospreay is really good. I don't know what else he said after that. I know he did run down his previous opponents, and and according to a translated tweet, so again, I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, it's not going to be any of the people he mentioned that are going to lead the company. It's going to be Okada leading the company. Please don't lead the company as champion for too much longer. We need a new champion. But yeah, he's probably going to end up owning all the records by the end of this. And then what else is he going to have to do? It's going to become the Okada problem rather than becoming, how great Okada is. And Okada is great. But I enjoyed it. I mean, don't get me wrong. And it was nice that somebody, retweeted some translated tweets of what Okada said. Because again, I don't speak Japanese. I think the vast majority of people that in America that watch New Japan probably don't speak Japanese, or if it is, very limited. But I still enjoy the product. I have to listen to it with English commentary, by the way, because as much as I love the Japanese commentary, I have no idea what they're saying. I will give this show a B. I will say it was really, really enjoyable. Not to be minus, I don't think any New Japan show is going to go below a B because everybody works hard here and wants the company to grow and get better. And I want the company to grow and get better. I want to run more U.S. shows. I want them to run more shows in other countries. Nothing against Japan, but just grow and expand and be able to, leave a bigger, an even bigger footprint in wrestling. and just be a true giant of a company. I just want to see that happen. Anyway, what do you guys think of my review? Did you guys enjoy the New Japan 46th anniversary show? Do you guys like New Japan? Do you like my reviews? Despite me screwing up some of the names, and I apologize for that. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link in the description. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin, and I will see you soon.